How the devil are we? Shanksy1387 here, and today I'm going to be taking you through a bit of a different video to normal, to what I've normally done. We're going to be running you through my Octaiva build, but within the middle of this as well, with Octavia, she's got so much going on, so much working for her. She's not just quite the frame that I can whack over to the simulacron, go, this is what you do, da 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 da, and you're done. Now, you want to see her in some gameplay. You know, she is absolutely fantastic. Her synergy between her skills is beautiful, and her damage dealing potential, in my mind, she's one of the very, very few infinite scaling frames. That's how good she is. Just literally damage off the charts. So without further ado, let's go into her abilities. We'll view these without mods as well. So right, her first ability, Mallet. Rhythmically beats damage into nearby enemies and draws their fire. That is basically your clone. That is going to draw their fire. And wait, there's more. Damage inflicted on the mallet increases its lethality. The more damage that thing takes, the more damage it knocks out. Oof! Its original damage multiplier is 2.5. Its radius is 10 meters. Its duration is 20 seconds. So not bad at all. Its Resonator, its second ability, launches a rollerball that charms foes to follow it. Combines with a mallet to create a roving ball of sonic destruction. Duration 20 seconds. Charm 6 meters. Max charm radius 15 meters. Damage charm 125. Now, I'm not a massive fan of Resonator. I'm really not. The trouble is, when mallet's drawing all that fire, and then you put Resonator on it, and now it starts roving around, it type of tends to follow you a little bit. Now, you don't want to be drawing that fire. You're too squishy for all that. So, personally, I prefer to create choke points with mallet, but it's there if you need it. Metronome is why your teammates are going to absolutely love you. This, insane. Always try and keep this up. Grants a buff to those consistently performed actions in Octavia's music. Time jumps off a speed buff. Crouching on the beat grants cloaking with the Nocturne buff. Firing into the beat bestows Opera multi-shot buff. And time melee swings give you extra melee damage. Absolutely huge. Speed buff, 30 seconds. Multi-shot, speed buff 30%. Multi-shot 30%. Melee damage 30%. And your duration of the buff, so your duration of your invisibility and everything like that, at base is 15 seconds. Absolutely huge. It gets better. How does it get better, Shanks? I tell you. Amp as well, her fourth ability. Fourth and final, the icing on the cake. Draw power from the decibel levels of the sound in the area and use it to amplify a damage buff for Octavia and her allies. It also doubles the damage and the range of her mallet. Disgusting. All shades of disgusting. So you can see the base duration is 30 seconds, but let's show you with the mods real quick. Damage multiplier 6.7. Radius 14.5 meters. Keep in mind, when it's doubled, it's doubled. Beautiful. All these different skill buffs as well. Buff duration here, 26.85%, basically 27 seconds. 80% speed buff, 80% multi-shot, 80% melee damage. She's a beast. So here we are, guys, about an hour in. Into a MOT survival. Things going fairly straightforward. We are making sure we keep this up at all times. This little ball of death here, the mallet, this is what it's doing all this beautiful damage for us. And we're making sure we stay as invisible as humanly possible, or as Warframely possible. The invisibility goes down 9 times out of 10. Odds are good. So will we. Mallet goes down. Not too bad. We can reposition ourselves. One thing I would say, guys, though, is try and stay a little bit clear of your mallet. That little roller ball of death, while he's saving your life, he is not your friend. It might say ally over there. But if you go too close to him, you are going to get your face melted. Not by him, but by every single thing on this map that's trying to shoot at it. You will see it's absolutely melting these levels down. So even though at the levels like 133, it's destroying them. Absolutely destroying them. Where the Amprax is still doing a fair bit of damage. It's not the full build on it. I thought it was, but it's not the full build on it. But you can see they are melting themselves away. decent duration. That is one of the reasons as well. I get a lot of people ask me why I don't use the roller ball of death. One of the main reasons is that will then start moving all around, and as that's moving around, you really don't want to be anywhere that mallet is. You know, things shooting at this level, shooting in that general direction, are going to melt your face just by being in the area. You know, the wind of the bullet that passes you is going to end up dropping you down, and you really have got no art of being there whatsoever. So leave that mallet doing its own thing. Choose the area that you want to lock down, and then let the mallet do the rest of the work. You don't want to be having it randomly move around, and then that way, all of a sudden, all the enemies are randomly moving around, and that can get real tricky. Real tricky. So as you can see, I'm keeping that invisibility buff all the time. Always want that up. I've got no business taking shots from these guys. Dropping the mallet down. I like to get a little bit of damage, so it's killing a few things, and then we're going to drop down the main amp. I should be using Zenoric right now. I'm not. I'm on Madurai for some reason. I wasn't really paying that much attention when I first started this. And yeah, let the little ball of death do its work for you. As I say, this will change it. That will start moving it around. I really don't like it. I really don't like it. Each to their own. If that's your cup of tea, good luck to you. Live on the wild side and all that. But not me. Safety shanks. Anyway, guys, let's go and show you the build. And just before we go into the build, guys, I totally forgot that we've got to show you the songs. Now, very straightforward. I will show you this now. I use 2 songs on this. I turned down the actual volume on my side of things because I don't need to hear this. We've got a constant beat. So all of this row of pinks are done, and all of the top row. So this top row is for your mallet. This bottom row is for your metronome, which is your third ability. And that's going to allow you to just spam shoot into it, spam hit into it, or spam duck into it, which works out really, really handy. So it's very, very simple to knock your invisibility in. If you do want to go crazy, you can make some really cool songs. I am not that creative, unfortunately, but this is how you do it. But this works for me. All this top row and all this top row. This was with great help from a friend of mine, Weird, who's been using this for quite some time with doing absolutely terrific damage. So yeah, definitely recommend trying this out. And then if you want to experiment around with it yourself, by all means, fill your boots. Right, so let's get to the build. So we've got corrosive projection to shred that armor down a little bit, minus it by 30%. Every little bit helps. Power drift for that 15% ability strength, plus 30% chance to resist knockdown. You don't want to be knocked down. Knockdown for me, especially on a squishy frame, normally means death. Augur secrets for that little bit of ability strength, 24%. Also combines with Augur message to give you some overshields and stuff like that once you're spending your energy. Blind rage, plus 99 strength, minus 55 ability efficiency. I type of counteract that with streamline, and also always run Zenoric when I'm running Octaiva as well. Prime continuity for extra duration, of course. Intensify for extra power strength as well. Prime flow, so when we're dropping down energy pads, we're not wasting anything. And stretch as well for that extra ability range. Keep in mind the base range is quite nice with that 45% and the amp as well to double it. It does me. Energize as well as Grace. Neither of these are max rank. So to be honest, you can be running whatever you want. Whatever makes you happy. None of my builds ever say you need this arcane. Nah, it's not. But these are the ones that I've chose to put on her. Probably Grace needs to be changed out for something else. I'll have a look. Now, right, the other build that I run with this, guys, is when I am doing general gameplay. So this is like my solo survival build. My general gameplay one is really, really simple as well. I will just take out Streamline for Petition Mallet. I like having the 2 mallets. It's a lot of fun. I don't like it in solo survival because you've got 2 mallets to avoid and they're drawing too much aggro. you get yourself blown up just by being there, mate. But in general gameplay, 2 mallets is really handy. Allows for 2 mallets with minus 50% range each. So negative range, not that big a deal. If you really wanted, you could maybe take out Organ Message and put some extra range in there to make up for it. But it's really not that big a deal. The only trouble is when you are running this build, you will either be burning through pizzas really quick, or you need to be running Zenoric with it as well for that extra energy, because it does get a little bit expensive. But yeah, those are the builds, guys. Those are what I've been having a lot of fun with recently. I hope you guys do too. If you enjoy the video, please don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. If you've got any questions, leave them down below. If you'd like to see any other build videos on any other Warframes, let me know down in the comments below as well, guys. If you want to talk to me in person, you can find me over at my Twitch page every day. It's www.twitch.tv/Shanksy1387. That's Shanksy1387. And yeah, I hope to see you over there, guys. And don't forget, hit that subscribe button if you want to see any future content. We'll be getting many more build videos out, completing the Mastery Rank series off. I'm going to start some weapon builds as well. So all that good stuff is coming to this channel. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. It's been by far my most ambitious yet. And I'll see you over at Twitch. Take it easy. Peace.